What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Michael, and today I want to do a little video talking about these preseason changes to Vision for Season 4. Oh boy, we got trinkets, we got limits on how many wards you can place, and we got changes to Vision wards to talk about. So let's talk about the Vision wards first. Pink wards are now going to have 5 hit points. They will now cost less gold, they will be permanent, and they're also no longer invisible. So what this means is that a counter to a pink ward is no longer just another pink ward. If you place a pink ward in a bush now, in preseason 4, you're going to have to protect that. If you get pushed out of lane, if you have to back, if you have to get pushed to tower or you die, it's going to be very easy for the enemy laner to walk into the bush, kill your pink ward, and you no longer have control of that bush and can apply pressure through that. It's going to make pink wards more of a liability because you have to protect them a lot more easily now, but they can have a very long-term lasting effect if you can actually protect them because they are now permanent. It'll be very interesting to see what happens through that. Kind of the vision battles that'll happen through supports, and also kind of the baits that could potentially happen through that. One of the other things that is going to happen is that players now have a limit on the amount of wards that you can place. So each player can only place 3 green wards and 1 pink ward. And it's going to act exactly like a sight stone. If I want to place more than 3 green wards, the oldest ward will expire. The newest one will be placed in the spot that I want it to be placed. Same with vision wards. Want to place a new vision ward? Old one will expire, new one will be placed down. This could be very interesting for champions or players who like to get a lot of pink wards in their buyback and just light up the bot lane with pink wards, which I always freaking hate because it annoys me. This will make it a lot more interesting to see how that kind of style of play translates into this new kind of style. And also it will maybe make Eve a little bit more annoying. And it also means that the burden of warding is going to be spread across all roles in terms of controlling vision through pink wards and also just controlling vision in general. And lastly, we have trinkets, which we have 3 different types of trinkets that we know of as of now, which may be all we have. We may have more. First one is Sweeper, which basically reveals and disables nearby invisible units for a short time. Pretty cool little thing. Allows you to see enemy wards, for example. Teemo shrooms especially will be nice to kind of see, and also little Teemos sneaking around as well. Totem places a stealth ward, which is basically a green ward, for 1 to 2 minutes, depending on the levels, the scales of level. It's basically like a Wriggles lantern. You set it down, walk away, and it'll sit there for quite some time. Lens will reveals a nearby area of the map for a brief time. Sounds a lot like clairvoyance. Pretty much is clairvoyance. It may not be global anymore, but it will still be useful because it no longer will hopefully take up a slot, an item slot, because trinkets have their own slot. And it also will no longer take up a summer spell. So a lot of things are changing. It'll be pretty interesting. It's not going to be as crazy as I thought it would be. It's not going to be like just totally different. It's going to definitely spread the burden of warding to all roles, which will be kind of nice. Just because now as a mid laner, you no longer have an excuse to simply say, well, like, I don't want to buy wards, just support buy them all. But higher lows, I think, will adjust much more quickly to this new change than lower lows, because higher lows do have a very high tendency to buy pinks and green wards in different roles. So pretty cool. We'll see how it ends up happening. My biggest fear is the pink ward change, just because it feels a lot more volatile than everything else. I think we would have been fine just changing the amount of wards you can place and giving trinkets, but we'll see how the pink ward change kind of happens. So hopefully this helped you to maybe be informed a little bit on what's happening, and also link to the Reddit thread that talks about all this so you can read even more about all the latest and greatest on vision changes. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll just talk to y'all next time.